It's day 22 of Maker Advent. This may be the fourth take. We'll find out. So, day 22 means we're not far away from the end, but don't worry, there's 2 more episodes to go. One of which will be the Pi-hole Maker Advent calendar, the final thing. And the final project on day 24, Christmas Eve. It could involve Rocket and NeoPixels, possibly. Anyway, I digress. I'm good at that. Banana for Scale returns once again, Mark 3, Fetching Scarf. Love it. And Microbit version 2. That's the board you can see on the screen now. Microbit's been around since 2015. This is version 2 of the board. Came out in 2020, I do believe, so 2 years ago now. Awesome piece of kit. It's great fun to play with. I'll show you why. You've got everything on the board that you need for kids to get involved and interested in electronics without having to worry about wiring stuff up. So we've got a USB connector at the top. There he is. We've got a touch logo, so that's capacitive touch. We can touch that and interact with things. We've got a microphone indicator. Yes, it has a microphone. It has a 5x5 LED grid. It's only red LEDs, but that's absolutely fine. Got 2 buttons, A and B, left and right of the matrix. We've got 5 GPIO pins for easy access, pins 0, 1 and 2. So those are user configurable. We've got pin 3 volt and ground, as you can probably guess, that's power. And in between all these pins, we have these little teeth. These teeth are extra GPIO pins we can use with an edge connector, like a breakout board. Think of it as a hat in Raspberry Pi parlance, but for microbits. Looking on this right, which is the reverse image now, we've got a radio antenna. Yes, it's got basic Bluetooth, BLE, and it has a standard radio connection that it can make. I think it's NRF it uses to do connections with other microbits and do really cool stuff. So I've used it with some kids at school in Penwortham near Preston, and we were sending data from a car which was like a turbo car, which was fired across a school yard with compressed air. We measured how fast it was going based on a few criteria, like a timing gate. We also measured the acceleration forces, because this thing's got a built-in accelerometer, so we can see how many G's it's pulling. So you know how fast it is, how many G's it's pulling. Great fun. It's got a compass built in as well, so you can measure magnetic forces. So you can use it as a compass if you wish, or you can use a magnet to move around it and distort the magnetic field and use that for input. It's got a speaker built in, always good fun. Annoying in a classroom, but good fun. And we've got a battery connection which connects to 2 AAA batteries, 3 volts. 15 quid, they're great fun these. I'm going to show you some code that I've made. Okay, so when the microbit starts up, it sets pin 0 to be a touch pin, so it's capacitive input. I got that block from pins. If I go down to more and scroll down to the bottom, you can see, and there it is. I then show icon, smiley face, and that's from basic. That's just there, show icon. Pause for 1 second, 1000 milliseconds. Again, that's from here, there we go. And then I clear the screen. So there's nothing on the screen whatsoever, and the screen represents the 5x5 LED matrix. So that's done once. That's like the Arduino setup. What happens continuously, the loop, is in forever. And in forever we have conditional statements, so if, and that's found in logic. There it is. If the value of reading digital pin 0 is equal to 0, show the icon shocked face. Then play a melody, and to play a melody all I've done is just create something simple in the editor, just block based, to just tap a few things and it makes a noise. Pause for 1/10 of a second, 100 milliseconds, then show the icon which is like a meh face, then pause for an additional 100 milliseconds, 0.1 of a second. Banana hasn't been touched, just clear the screen. So I've linked this microbit to my computer, ready to go, and I can download the code straight to it. So if I click on download now, okay, so the code's been copied across to the microbit. So what happens now is if I touch the banana, because the banana is slightly conductive, because it's got moisture, the crocodile clip connects that pin of the microbit to the banana, and when I touch it, I affect its conductivity. That's all. So it should make that face come on the screen, and a beep should be sounded. So let's have a go. So there we go, it works. That's our demo, all done in a few blocks of code, not too difficult. And I've sort of found my love again for microbit. I haven't used it for, and I'll be honest, a couple of years. It's been in the bits box. I've been using Raspberry Pi Picos and Raspberry Pi, mainly Raspberry Pi Picos, ESP32s, WeMOS D1s, and this thing's just sort of been not used. But I'm going to dig it out and do a bit more of it, especially with MicroPython. Anyway, that's all for today. See you later.